Let me know if I'm in an okay position.
You're never in an okay position.
Okay.
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Ellias, and today I'm here with a special guest.
Hi, I'm Cindy from Read with Cindy.
And today we're going to be doing a bookish tag. We're going to be doing Would You Rather, BookTube edition.
My eyes are up here, man.
I will leave the original creator of the tag down in the description below, so you can check them out. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So this is pretty simple, pretty basic, and there's only 10 questions. First question, Cindy. Would you rather read only trilogies or standalones?
I'm definitely leaning more towards standalones now because we both just quit the Harry Potter read-along.
Yeah.
And then Sarah was like, oh, what about if we read Percy Jackson? And I was like, nah, I can't commit to a series anymore. This ain't it for me. But yeah, I prefer standalones now.
I also prefer standalones just because, I don't know, they just have a bigger impact for me. They have a beginning and they have an ending versus like a trilogy. You might not like the second book and the third book might be a letdown. So just specific things like that.
And I prefer fantasy standalones too. Because then they don't drag it out.
That's true.
Like with Margaret Rogerson.
Oh, that's
Because
true.
I really liked Enchantment of Ravens. You like Sorcery of Thorns.
Don't get me wrong, there's like plenty of series and trilogies I do love, but just standalones they just have special flavor. Something nice about it.
You just hit it and quit it.
Yeah. Second question. Would you rather read only female or male authors?
I already read mostly female authors anyway.
I think it's a given. Female authors all the way.
When I read male authors, especially when it comes to like fiction or fantasy, like I can really tell that a dude is writing it and then it just distracts me.
Third question. Would you rather shop at Barnes & Noble or only on Amazon?
Oh, that's tough because I don't shop from either.
If you were given a choice.
Okay, if I had to choose between the two, I feel like Amazon might be the more practical choice because you would be able to get away with like cheaper prices.
What if it was like an indie bookstore? Would you rather shop for the experience of, browsing through the book titles in real time versus like virtually going through?
Oh.
And you can find like hidden gems, I guess.
Well, for me, I mean, I was never really into like the book shopping experience in the first place. So I'm just going with what's like practical. Okay, if the question was between Amazon or an indie bookstore, then I would go ahead and go with the indie bookstore. But since Barnes & Noble is just like another corporation, I feel like it doesn't matter to me which one I choose.
It's fine. That's fair. I mean, I would rather go to Barnes & Noble because I do like the experience of browsing through books. Because there are actually several books that I found that I never heard of on BookTube in general.
That's actually true because I went to the LA bookstore and that's how I picked up And Unkindness of Ghosts. And I would have never known about it.
Okay. I mean, not gonna lie though, I did find some of my favorite books on Amazon without ever browsing through a
really?
bookstore.
Like what?
There's this book called The Grey Wolf Islands by Tracy Nethercott, which has like vibes from The Raven Cycle, which I really enjoyed. So. Question number 4. Would you rather have all books become movies or TV shows?
That's hard because it really depends on the story.
I think TV shows for me, because...
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that because you can still do like a mini series.
That's true.
Like, you know how Little Fires Everywhere was just 8 episodes, so it's still like a TV show. I think TV shows can cover like a broader range of books too. Like with fantasy, thicker stories like Harry Potter, it makes sense for them to be movies
because you have a budget.
You can make a whole franchise out of that. But like for standalone books that we like to read, especially like literary novels, you can really like pace that out in a TV show, even just like 4 or 8 episodes.
Question number 5. Read 5 pages per day or 5 books per week.
Oh, that's hard.
How the fuck is it hard? Why would you only read 5 pages a day?
I don't want to read 5 books a week.
Okay, but if you were given that option, you could.
But isn't it asking like,
would you rather read?
If you were forced to do either of the two, not whether you have the ability to read.
This is
either
just all circumstance. There's forcing for you to read just 5 pages a day. I mean, there is, right? You're only given 2 options, but you're not like. It's not like forceful labor, I guess, to read.
I interpret it as forceful labor.
Okay, well, don't interpret it that way.
Okay. Wait, but let's answer it in my version next.
Okay, what do you think?
But for your version, if I had the ability, right, to do either, then I don't think it's your version because why would anybody say the first one? Why would anybody
5 pages per day?
Yeah, why would anybody choose that?
I don't know. It's just a weird question. I would never.
Okay.
I don't think anyone would ever read 5 pages per day.
Well, if I had to choose based on like my ability, then obviously I would choose to read 5 books a week.
Okay.
But, and I'm assuming you would too, but what
Oh,
about
yeah.
like if it was forced labor? Like if you don't read specifically 5 pages a day, then you will die. If you read more than 5 pages, you're gonna die or less. Same thing for the other option.
I don't see that question on here.
You have to No, I think that's what it implies.
What?
Would you rather?
Okay, so wait, your question is, would you rather read 5 pages per day or die?
No. Okay, would you rather be forced to read 5 pages a day or be forced to read 5 books a week?
I mean, there's some books, you know, that we might be forced to read that we might not like, versus...
But you can't read 5 books a week. That's not sustainable. What if you have a life?
I would honestly still pick 5 books a week. I think...
Wow. Okay.
Even if I was forced, because
Nerd!
this bitch. Literally, even though if we were forced to read a book we didn't like, why would I want to drag on reading only 5 pages a day versus I can get that book done with?
Okay, well, it didn't say which book.
Listen,
it can say
your question is ambiguous as it is enough already.
Okay, fine.
Plus, if you're gonna film that wrap-up video, good luck getting that wrap-up video 3 months later because you haven't
Okay,
finished
you're
that
right.
book.
Okay, you convinced me. I'm gonna go ahead and pick 5 books a week
There
regardless.
There you go.
I'll just pick, I can pick 4 picture books and
Oh my
1 regular book.
Question number 6. Would you rather be a professional reviewer or author?
Oh, author for sure. Yeah.
I think I'd be a reviewer.
We can do both together. You can trash my books.
And give me that AdSense money.
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsor.
Exactly.
I think reviewer, I think you just have a broader range of getting more opportunities versus, I mean, not saying like authors don't have the same opportunities, but I think as a reviewer, you're more inclined to get those books because you're a reviewer versus
Yeah.
as an author.
That makes sense. I mean, I think it just depends on whether, like, do you want to be the creator or the consumer?
But also at the same time, I think, you know, as a reviewer, you can get all those books and all that knowledge. Not saying from an author as well. I mean, I guess either or work pretty well, but I guess just as a reviewer, you can eventually become an author.
I think for me, I hesitate to want to be like a professional reviewer because I don't think I don't think I have like enough credibility or knowledge to really review books in a fair way. Like even my videos,
Yeah, you don't.
even my videos are just like, I don't consider them reviews. I just consider them to be like commentary, like where I just make like fairy dick jokes or whatever. It's not like actual serious reviews. Like it's more fun for me to think of like what the story could be and try to like think of my own story than review it. Even when I'm reading a book, I try to think, if I was writing this book or this story, how would I have rewritten it instead? And that's actually what influences my review too, where I'm like, oh, I think this could be better by doing this.
She convinced me to change my answer to an author now. I guess I can see that's a strong standpoint.
Yeah, I feel like we're debating now rather than just.
Question number 7. Would you rather only read your top 20 favorite books over and over or always read new ones that you haven't read before?
Oh, I have already been reading new books every time because I don't really reread books in the first place. I like to experience a book for the first time.
I do too. It's really hard for me to review certain genres of books as well. So if I have like a favorite thriller book, I'm less inclined to reread it again just because I already know what's going to happen, so it has less of an impact. Versus if I'm, keep on reading new books from different genres, I feel like those eventually could be favorites as well. Finding new things, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I can't reread books because I just think, oh, I could be reading a completely new book right now and might be discovering a new favorite. So,
Sure.
I like reading when I don't know what's going to happen. Same thing for movies too. I don't really rewatch movies unless I'm watching it with another person who's seeing it for the first time.
Okay. So you don't redo a lot of things.
Yeah. I just hit it and quit it.
Just hit it and quit is your slogan. Model for your life. Question number 8. Would you rather be a librarian or a bookseller? I think I would rather be a librarian.
Oh, I was going to say bookseller. Wait, you explain why librarian.
I just think that you have to deal with less stupid people and stupid questions.
Really? I thought you would deal with more stupid people in libraries.
I don't
Because libraries are open to the general public. Like anybody could walk in.
That is true.
They don't even have to read the books, you know? They can just like loiter
that
around.
same thing for a bookseller.
Oh,
You've
like
been in
me?
Barnes and Noble?
Like me. I go in and I don't buy anything.
Yeah, she doesn't. Because you don't buy anything. You don't buy any
Yeah.
of the books.
I guess.
Because, I don't know, I feel like at the library, you're in a place where people come and borrow books, but they're always returned. You're always surrounded by used things, and I love I love that feeling.
Oh, right, because
Versus
you don't hit it and quit it.
No, I don't.
You always return
Only
back
some.
to it.
I return back to. I feel like, I don't know, it's just, I really like meaning. I'm all about like the deeper meaning behind certain things.
Nerd! Okay, go ahead. That's such a sentimental reason. So you prefer like buying used books, for example, right?
I do prefer
it has like
used books.
Yeah,
They have a certain quality to them that new books do not have.
Okay, but you could be a bookseller at a used bookstore.
True.
And the difference is that for me, I would choose bookseller because libraries are severely like underfunded. So I feel like it would just be very difficult to be a librarian for me to deal with.
But what if you were paid under the minimum wage because no one reads anymore?
So if it was like the same amount each time, I still think booksellers, I don't know, I feel like I would be able to get more out of it. Like I would be able to get new copies and then be able to like sell them. Whereas libraries, you can't get away with that. I'm just thinking about how I could benefit from it.
Oh, okay. So selfish.
but I'm an avid library user.
No, I just like also like the other aspect of like some like kid, like, hey, do you have any recommendations for this? Not saying that booksellers don't
Booksellers do that.
But I just liked the fact that someone was actually going through stacks of old books and just like, here you go, and here's a book that no one has, borrowed out, checked out. Old.
Oh, you're
very
so sentimental. I'm just like, how can I profit off of this?
Question number 9 states, would you rather only read your favorite genre or every genre except your favorite?
Oh, that's
This is interesting
hard.
because if I had answered this question maybe 5 years ago, I think I would choose the first one. Reading only my favorite genre.
Which is thriller, right?
No, actually,
our hands
because...
Which is thriller, right?
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
What was the question again? I got flustered.
The question was, only read your favorite genre or every genre except your favorite.
Right.
So, 5 years ago, I wasn't really into booktube, so I wouldn't have gotten into the thriller genre, I think. Or sort of the genres of books that I like. So
What was your favorite genre beforehand?
It was contemporary. And now, I don't even reach for contemporary at all. So, I feel like now, I would probably read every genre except my favorite. Because I feel like I could also find a favorite through that genre. But since I've read through so many outlets and genres already, I feel like what other genre can I read besides like my favorite? So
That's true. And okay, so to be clear, you would read every other genre except for thriller, right? Because thriller is your favorite.
I mean, if it had to come to that,
Is that what you're sacrificing?
yes, because but it only said one favorite. There's no plural.
Right,
because
exactly.
I could actually sacrifice a different genre, because
But it has to be your top favorite.
my top favorite is fantasy.
Oh, so you would sacrifice fantasy then to read every other genre?
I think I would.
Okay.
I think
You
because
know-
there's so much you can only do with fantasy, but then also
Yeah.
I think that it's also really important to read books that were written in our time, I guess.
I have the same answer as you actually because it's hard for me to pick one favorite genre because I actually try to read a variety like every month. Every time I read a book, I try to switch up the genre every time I read. So I feel like I need that variety in order to like it. So I would choose the same answer as you because I would rather have a multitude of other choices than to just stick in the same thing the whole time.
True. And honestly, who's to say that is it just like high fantasy or is what kind of different outlets and genres can it be?
Okay, well let's make the question more drastic. All types of fantasy. You had to quit reading that.
So the Raven Cycle has elements of fantasy in it, but it's written.
Doesn't matter. If it includes fantasy, you gotta stop reading it.
I think I would still stick with my answer because
I think I would too.
yeah, especially now since even now as a reader, just currently I haven't really read any high fantasy books.
Same.
Recently.
Same. I've been reading more
aside from
literary.
Harry Potter, but we're not going to talk about that anymore.
No, we don't talk about she who shall not be named.
We have the same answer in this
Yeah,
one,
we do.
so.
We do. For once.
Last question.
That's fast.
Would you rather only read physical books or ebooks?
Oh, physical books for sure. To this day, I've been trying to read more ebooks because libraries are closed now. I haven't been able to do that. I just prefer physical more or audio.
There's just something more about reading something in front of you versus they're both in front of you. That was a stupid analogy. Reading something that you can actually touch with the pages
And flip
something that was
through.
written and printed versus something that was
Yeah.
on a digital screen.
Yeah, I like holding something, like a tangible object rather than just using a screen. And also because besides reading, everything else that I do for work and for my hobbies require me to look at a screen. So reading is like the rare time where I don't have to look at a screen and I want to keep it that way.
Same. like
yeah.
1,000%.
And it's just nice to like feel the covers and everything, and like yeah.
Says a girl who doesn't even buy books, as you can see.
But
all the books behind.
I still like I have the same.
That's valid. I'm just saying.
But library books, right? Like I have the same kind of excitement of borrowing like a new library book.
That's basically it. We finished the tag.
That was fast.
That was really quick.
Huh.
Were there any other questions? Like, would you rather?
Oh, maybe we can. Oh, maybe we can come up with our own. Oh, I'm sure there's some good ones. I just need to think.
One of the basic ones is: would you rather read hardbacks or paperbacks? If you went to the library, and if all books, given an option, all books, paperbacks or hardcovers, because I know that there are a lot of answers to this, and also like layers of answers to this.
Do I have to worry about like transporting the books around, or is it just like for my own personal collection if I had a collection?
It's always going to be either paperbacks or hardbacks.
No matter what? All situations?
Every situation, everything.
Ooh, this is hard. You go with your answer.
So I'm going to choose hardback just because of
okay.
longevity reasons. Like, it can last a longer time.
You're right.
Even though it's going to be heavy moving around, why am I going to be moving around like every 6 months? It's just the feel of it. It's just more sturdier. Also, I find that a lot of hardback books, their type, for me personally, it's just easier to read versus like a mass market paperback or paperback in general, because everything just seems so small and condensed together. But I do like reading from a paperback a lot better.
Same. So just let it flop.
Yeah.
So the reason why I was asking was because I might be the kind of person who moves around every few months. So But
who's to say that you're having a large collection?
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
You can have like 1 or 2.
Exactly. And who gets to say that I have to keep them anyway? Because I'm not interested
Look at us trying to find loopholes.
Yeah. Well, I'm not interested in like keeping books. Like even when I get Book of the Month books, I always give them away. So I feel like I would choose hardbacks for the same reason. They look nicer and like they're easier to read. Like for me, I would be able to like sell them or give them away. And I feel like that would be better for other people because then that's like it's like sturdier for them, and people generally prefer hardbacks.
And eventually it will like be worn a little bit, but I really love that about a book, a worn quality about a book.
And if I want to sell a book, hardbacks will give me more money.
Always looking out for yourself.
Yes.
That's great. Love it.
What?
I have another one.
What?
Cindy, would you? Okay, you only have to pick one.
Oh no.
Would you rather read Harry Potter or Throne of Glass for the rest of your life?
Oh shoot. That's hard because
you hated the first Throne of Glass book. I know that.
No, I haven't read Throne of Glass.
Oh, you didn't?
I haven't read Throne of Glass at all. Harry Potter's middle grade, so it's easier to get through them. So I think if I were forced to read a series, it would be easier for me to read through Harry Potter. And then after that, I would just use the pages to recycle for like some kind of art project. And I will continue to donate to trans charities to repent for my sins. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I can make videos roasting Harry Potter books. And then I can use the AdSense money to go towards trans charities. So yeah, it'll work out. Ooh, okay, I got one. Would you rather publish a book that's terrible, like it turns out really bad, or openly make a rant review about one of your best friend's books to talk trash about it?
Oh, that one.
Really?
Yeah, why would I?
Oh, wait, okay. How about not best friend? How about someone that like wouldn't have that kind of relationship with you? Like someone within the booktube community, maybe you don't know that well. Because then you look like a bitch for like doing that. Wow, Mr. Sentimental.
Wait. So the question was, I would make a book rant review from someone I don't know.
No, like someone
their favorite book.
No. Okay, another person in the booktube community has written their own book.
Oh, okay.
And you decide to just totally trash it and like. And not even like a rant review where you say a disclaimer where like, oh, all our opinions are different. You just straight up
say that.
Okay, well that's what I mean.
Okay, well obviously I'm not a shitty person.
Okay, so you would write a terrible book that other people would talk trash about?
Wait.
That's the two choices. You either write a book where everyone in BookTube talks trash about it and drags.
Okay, well if everyone in BookTube is already gonna do that, then I can do the second one.
No, because in the second one, you never wrote a book in the first place. You're just the asshole that did that.
Exactly, but everyone else did not write a book in the first place either. So they're going to take that book that I wrote and talk shit about it, then I'm going to do the second one.
Oh, okay.
Would you do that too? Bitch doesn't even know her answer.
I don't know my answer, because I think it's a hard question.
And it is a very hard question, but knowing... Okay, if you really think about it, you're writing a book, but then that book is going to be trash talk, ranted on, and everyone in the bookish community. So what's to say that I'm one of those people?
Okay.
If everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, but what if it was like one of your friends, you know?
Who
that
wrote
a
it?
book? Yeah.
I would be like, hey, Cindy, I read your book, but just a disclaimer, I want to shit talk about that book. So
and
don't
it's
get
like
offended.
Okay, that's what we can aim for next year. It'll be a PR stunt for both of us. I wonder if there's a loophole for me where I write a very, very bad book, but it's kind of like meant to be bad.
Oh my god.
You know,
of course
like
you would find a fucking loophole.
It's meant to be bad. And also, I'm more inclined to go with the first one because everyone's talking about it. Wouldn't I still profit of it?
Oh my god, I knew you would say that. I was thinking about that too. I was like, wait a second.
Maybe
but
that.
Also, if I did a rant review, I could also benefit and profit off of that video because rant review videos, you know, they do really well.
Yeah, true. But that's just one rant review. Whereas
I can make multiple.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, that's our plan.
Characters, writing, book cover, author.
Oh wait, each video is dedicated to a chapter.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So there you go. Shitty people, both of us.
Okay, cool. Well,
one profiting from her own book on purpose, and me trash talking about
That's actually why I'm writing a book right now, so that I can profit off of it.
There you go.
But yeah, that'll be our plan for next year.
Okay,
then.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Down.
Okay.
Bet.
Would you rather destroy every copy of your favorite book, or have to destroy every copy of your best friend's favorite book?
Fuck. But there are loopholes though, because what if you never bought a book? How am I supposed to destroy your favorite copies?
Well,
do I just take your library copy?
It's not about you destroying that person's specific copy. I'm saying you're destroying every single copy so that book doesn't exist anymore. It's no longer going to be printed in publication.
That is terrible. But there's a loophole around this. That's where ebooks come into play.
Okay. Yeah, so would you do it for yours or do it for your friends? Either way, it's going to be shitty. Like, yeah, you can tell your friend, oh, it's okay, you have an ebook, but that's not the same because your friend will prefer the physical books.
Fuck, you know what? I want to do mine. There's a reason though, because most of my favorite books are from white authors, and I know that a lot of my other friends have a lot of favorites from queer voices, unknown voices. So I'm gonna take the bullet here, and everyone can destroy my favorites because Max Stiefvater, Aaron Morgenstern.
You know what? That's a good answer. That was a hard question, but you gave me a good answer for that.
I won this one.
Well, you know what? I'm going to do the same. I'm going to destroy my favorite books, which is Six of Crows. I'm going to destroy every copy of Six of Crows. And my reasoning for this is that Leigh Bardugo already is getting her coin anyway.
She's fucking getting a TV show.
She's getting her Netflix show. She has a Amazon Prime show for Ninth House.
Oh shit, she does?
Yeah. They're making a show for that.
I didn't know that.
So she's rolling in her coin. It doesn't matter if I destroy all the books.
Got it already.
Yeah.
Alright, we both won.
Would you rather have to kill your favorite book character or be married to your least favorite book character?
So they existed.
Yes. If they existed, they became, like an actual human.
Okay, then I choose the second one. I'll be married to my least character.
Which is?
There's so many. Like...
Yeah, but who's your least favorite?
Okay, when you... Oh, I hate them?
Yeah, you hate them. Like Voldemort, for example.
There's this character in Pretty Girls. He was a serial killer.
I know who you're talking about. The antagonist, right? Yeah.
So I'd probably marry him. It doesn't help that he's good looking. But I will kill him. I'll murder him or divorce him. And then I'll get it with my favorite book character. Done deal! I won!
How are you gonna kill him? He's literally a serial killer. He's killed people for years. You think you can take him on?
He fucking loves me. Why else would he marry me?
That's not the reason for marriage, though.
Bitch! Your question was literally, would you marry? And I would say, yes. I'll marry him because he proposed to me.
I don't know who my least favorite... No, I was gonna say it's like a forced marriage between you two.
I will literally just kill him immediately. Or just divorce him, right? Because...
Yeah.
And then I would get along with some of my favorite characters who have magical powers. Superpowers.
In my question, I'm saying only that least favorite character is real.
You dumbass! You never said that.
Whereas, if you killed that one favorite character, it's not like all the other characters were real anyway. It's just that one character you liked that became real.
Boo! I don't want to kill my favorite character.
Who's your favorite character?
Adam Pearce is one of them.
Oh, I would kill him.
Of course.
No, I'm just kidding. Well,
I choose to remove myself from this question.
Okay.
I mean, what would you do?
Well, I don't know if I have a favorite character, but I do think I would marry my least favorite character.
Who's it gonna be? It can't be...
Probably that guy from Pretty Girls, right? Because he's objectively awful. I think, well, okay, the reason why is because I don't think I could actually pull off killing another person.
I don't either, but
and also, if I did, I wouldn't be able to get away with it. Like, my ass would be arrested. So, my life would be thrown away anyway. Might as well marry an awful person, but try to escape from him.
How can you escape from him? He's a serial killer. Look what he did to people.
I would change, like, my identity. I would try to run
away. Good luck with that. I guess to protect our favorite characters, I probably would do the same.
Well, and also... Well, he only aimed for pretty, white, blonde, blue-eyed girls. So we would be safe.
I think that was pretty good.
That was good, yeah. That was good. Our questions were juicier.
Yeah. I think there's just so many layers because we were just trying to find loopholes and everything around.
Yeah, or I would add, like, no, that doesn't count because this and this.
You're looking out for yourself.
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming on my channel. By the way, we're here because we attended a protest yesterday, but we missed the last train going out of Berkeley, out of the city, because I wanted to get boba, and both of us didn't realize that the last train would leave by like 9:30. So we got down to the BART station, and we both fucking realized the last train was gone.
Yeah.
So
and the only reason why we slept together was because for body warmth. So.
No comment. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll leave Cindy's channel down below. Go subscribe, and I will see you guys all soon with a new video.
Bye.
Alright, cool.